going on, guys? Welcome back to another Extra Time World video where you can only play when you have extra time. And okay, I haven't really said that line in a really long time, but I just don't think about it that much, Thunder. So this video, I want it to be more kind of like a commentary video so I can talk to you guys and update you with my life if you care about that. If you don't care, you don't gotta watch the video. Feel free if you don't want to watch. So what we're gonna be working on today is mainly getting like a hole in the floor.
Boring.
I mean, that doesn't sound necessarily interesting. So like I said, guys, if you don't want to watch the video, you don't got to. But I just need to post something for you guys so you guys can have something to watch. Alright, so my plan pretty much is just to get this hole dug out to where I will be like putting my chest room and stuff. But while I do that, I want to talk to you guys mainly about like what's been going on with my life and stuff like that. So recent senior year has started, and as some of you know, senior year is probably like one of the most important things that you'll ever do if you go through high school, because like, man, that's just like you're becoming an adult. I mean, it's crazy to think that I was a freshman and I was thinking like, oh dude, we have so much time. Like I took it for granted, if I'm being completely honest, because it was so unexpected. Like I would have never thought that senior year would have been here already. So yeah, let's just get right into like some things that happened. So first thing that is like, actually let's talk about the first day. The first day was kind of boring, like it always is. They send you into like the little home room, and then you're like, okay, well, here's some papers, go sign them, please. So that's like what the whole day felt like, honestly. So we just went to homeroom and chilled for a little bit. I mean, nothing too crazy. We'll skip to day 3. Day 3 is where the most interesting thing happened. So I take a dual enrollment class, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's just a college class that you take through the school. So I mean, so I didn't go to school first block or first block, or some people might call it period, but our school calls it blocks. So then I go straight to second block, and I have like a business class or whatever, and then we're in there. There's no announcements that are made, and that's important to what I'm about to say. And then we go to lunch, and lunch is how normally school lunch is. Our lunch actually is never this bad, but they had like this spaghetti stuff, and the noodles are just soaked. The meat is somehow soaked too. I didn't even know that was possible. I don't know, just no diss to the school food. I mean, it's just that's not it right there. But I don't really got anything else to eat, so I just grab it really quick and start eating. So we go to our lunch table, me and my friends. We're chilling, we're talking and stuff, making jokes, the usual stuff. And then we hear like, I'm not sure if it's an announcement or there's these things that like make sound to warn us, but there was it was like this. I'll try and do my best. This is a lockdown drill. Stay calm and move to where you're supposed to go, or something like that. I don't know. So it was like I thought it was a drill to begin with, and because I just assumed, okay, well maybe I didn't hear the announcements this morning and there was a drill. But the thing was that if they were gonna do a drill, they wouldn't do it during lunchtime, because like they've never done that. I mean, so why this time? So I was thinking, okay, well that's kind of weird. So then and also so the teachers were acting like it was planned out, I feel like, because the way they obviously may have practiced this, but the way they all stood up and were like marching in a line, because so I don't know how you guys eat lunch, but our teachers, they sit in kind of the middle area, like this long table in the middle, and then like all of them in unison, it feels like, stood up, and immediately like there's like 5 people go to the right, 5 people go to the left, and then like it was all so like planned out, it felt like. So I was like, that's weird. Anyway, so they're all like, okay, everyone get into the back. So what we go like past where I've ever seen in the cafeteria. Like there's this back area that I've never seen before in my whole time being in high school, because I mean it's just like nothing that they'll ever show to you because it's not important. So then we get back there, and we're all there's like, I'm not even kidding, like what felt like 200 people in this back room, and the back room's big enough to hold everybody, but there's about 200 people. It's hot outside to begin with. there's heaters on in the back. So, I mean, you're just constantly getting all the heat from the heaters that are heating up the food or whatever. And it is so hot. Like it was actually insane how hot it was back there. As high school students do, they spread rumors about what's happening on the outside world because we have no idea. Like, we have no idea what's going on besides what we can see. And apparently people saw, like, people heard helicopters and military and FBI or whatever. I don't know how much of that is true. I don't really know. I to this day, I don't know what happened. Rumors start spreading. I'm not going to say the rumors because that are not really good, I feel like, to say. But there were rumors spreading around. And, like, it was kind of hard to believe kind of rumors. But, you know. So I text my parents. I'm like, yo, the school's on lockdown. And they're like, what's going on? And then my brother texted saying that there were, like, 2 cops flying past him, you know, going towards the high school or whatever. And so then I kind of spread the rumor around that, well, I didn't spread a rumor, but I said that there was cops because I believe what my brother said. I'm assuming that he wasn't lying. So we're in there for, like, let's see, like 30 minutes maybe, and then they tell us to go even further back into this room. It's like a smaller room. It's kind of like a pantry almost, where, like, they keep the food. And, like, we'll get to how some people reacted to when they saw some Rice Krispie treats on the rack. But we went to the back and people were like, we were all joking, I'll be honest. I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I wasn't joking, but, like, it was kind of like nerve-wracking because we had no idea what was going on the outside. We only had guesses to what was happening. And Haley was freaked out. I mean, my mom was freaking out. I mean, it's something reasonable to freak out about. So, I mean, it's not like, so we go in the back and then we sit there for another like 15 minutes. So it's almost been an hour at this point, and lunch is far supposed to be done at this point. I mean, it's like, what, at this point it's like 12 maybe, and lunch is supposed to end at like 11:20, I think. Like 11:20 is when our lunch usually ends, and we're at 12 and we're still in lunch. And by the way, it was calculus that we're skipping. So I was kind of happy about that. All right, so then we kind of get bored because the room that we're in is not necessarily the best room to be in. And not like the best, it's obviously probably a better room than the outside, but it's just boring in there. So we kind of go on the outside, or we go back to in the room we originally were in, and like mayhem is happening. Like, so like the paper plates, kids were taking them, and I don't know if the lunch ladies were allowing this to happen or what, they were just doing it. But there was these kids grabbing the lunch trays and breaking them and handing them out to people as fans. Like, I mean, they're not like expensive paper trays. I mean, they get thrown away every day, but like so many paper trays got used for just fans for everybody. But I mean, it was hot out there, or in there. It was like, it was burning up. I mean, fans didn't really do too good much, but they did kind of their purpose. So then we're sitting in there for like, this is the longest portion. We sit in there for like another 45 minutes. All right. And then it gets to the point where it's just so hot, dude. It's actually like, I never really get burnt. I don't ever really burn up that much, but that was like major burn up right there. So the lunch lady started heading out cold water, and I was like, okay, that's nice of them, but it's coming from the sink, and I'm not gonna get some water from the lunchroom sink. I don't know, it just doesn't seem that healthy. All right, so then we finally get we finally get to go outside, and or not outside. We go back to the lunchroom. All of our food that was sitting there is still there. So I actually wonder, there's actually probably people that were eating food. I didn't think about this, but there's probably people that were eating food, because we're like the first lunch. We're like one of the first few to get there, so we were able to eat our lunch before it happened. But the people that just had gotten in there and set their food down, did they get to eat, or because all their food was definitely cold. I mean, it was like, what, an hour and a half almost of just sitting in there. So we get back in there, and like, so our school has like the no phone ban rule that most other schools have. So you're not allowed to get on your phone, but everybody was on their phone, and like, it didn't matter. And so most, like, I've seen a bunch of different posts, and some of you might also have seen posts like where they'll make fun of how like the school system will take up your phone if like, I don't know, maybe like a school shooter's there and you're trying to text your parents you love them or something stupid. I don't know. And Like, but like every single teacher there did not care at all. And that was semi surprising to me, but also not, because I mean, we have pretty chill teachers at the school. So yeah, we're all on our phones, and then we get a email that says false alarm. What? What do you mean false alarm? You were telling me we spent an hour and a half in the burning hot back room for it to be a false alarm? There's no way. Okay, because I don't believe that's true. All right, I'm not gonna get into some conspiracies of what happened, but there's no way that was what it was, a false alarm or whatever they said. I forgot what they said at this point. I'm recording this like 2 weeks after this happened, by the way. So this but it's still so fresh in my mind. So we still sit in the lunchroom for another 20 minutes. All right, so it's like 1 o'clock, I think, at this point. So they let us finish up the lunch if you didn't really get to eat it, even though it's like freezing cold. So like, what's the point at that point? Who wants cold spaghetti and cold garlic knots? I mean, nobody. So then, like, I didn't realize. So after a while, so at this point, everyone is supposed to be done with lunch. Like, the whole school, I think at this point, is supposed to be done with lunch, but only like the first round got to eat lunch. So over like the next like 45 minutes, they started calling classes to go to lunch, because, you know, that either they would have to do that or they would have to just release school or something like that, because they have to feed us. So then we go back to calculus, and our teacher is like, all right, well, obviously we're not gonna do anything today, and then so y'all just chill. All right, so like I said, the phone ban rule is still a thing, but everybody was on their phones still. Like, most people were actually texting parents and stuff, but others were just on TikTok scrolling away. So me and my friends, we played cards, I believe. Yeah, we played cards for a little bit. And then we end up leaving at 2 o'clock. So we skipped so our period system is first block, second block, third block, fourth block, and we got away fifth block. We skipped fourth block completely. I mean, third block, I mean, everything that happened, I mean, it was just crazy. Pretty much the story of what happened at school. I mean, school so far has been pretty chill. I love math. I love calculus. I love. Today was my first day of my bio class, and I'm pretty excited to get into that. What else? Track's going good. I run track, if you didn't know. Track is going good. We're mainly doing speed stuff. I'm like a 400-meter runner, if you were curious. Anyway, so we've gotten this pretty far down, but not far enough. So I'll kind of show you guys what I'm thinking. So I want it to be literally as similar as, why is it? I feel like, okay. Also, okay, I'll talk about that in a second. But, so I want it to be as similar as I did over there as possible. So I want it to go like this. But I'm realizing now that that's not at all what I was planning. I wanted this to come all the way over here, dude. Okay, we'll get some design for that. All right, in the meantime, let's talk about some new things. So, I haven't recorded in a while. You can kind of tell. So yeah, let's talk about a few new things. So I want to talk about how I haven't recorded in a while and explain why. So I haven't recorded because, so whenever I was trying to record a commentary like this one you're listening to, I couldn't because, let's see, I couldn't because whenever I would try to record, OBS and Minecraft would just not work together at all. I mean, they refused to work together, and I don't get why, but whatever. So my Minecraft and my OBS were just, they weren't compatible at this point. So I had to get a new SSD so I can record on one and then get my gaming stuff on the other one. So this is good. I mean, it goes up to here, but okay, I'm real like, dude, okay, I want it to go much lower than this. Like, this is nowhere near gonna be low enough. So let's just keep digging down, I guess, and then we'll try and figure something else out. Thunder, I guess you could stay in that hole. So yeah, I had to get a new SSD, so that's why it took so long to me even to get to recording again. So yeah, sorry about the wait, guys, and I'm sorry if this is anticlimactic kind of video. I mean, this is not really what y'all been wanting, but I just need to I want to post something out for you guys. So I was thinking I could do some videos like Stampy does, where he just does short videos where he like does one thing per video. You know, he just slow and steady. It's just easier videos to record and easier videos to make. So hopefully one day Or maybe we'll start doing those kind of videos, and if you guys enjoy, you do, and if you don't, you don't. All right, so what are some more things that I could talk about that happened during school? So I don't know if you guys seen those things wherever like you take a picture a day for like your senior year, and like you take a picture every single day of school, and you can see how much you've changed. So I'm doing that. I've already failed. I failed day 3, I think, coincidentally, but yeah, I mean, I failed already, but I have done every single photo ever since. So I mean, I'm like, what, 10 photos in, maybe, I don't really know, but we are on track right now. Tomorrow is the first football game, and seniors, they like paint up and stuff, and so I'll be doing that. So it's my first time experiencing this, but I'm pretty excited, honestly. I'm pretty excited to see what the experience is like. I mean, that's just the basic of it. Okay, I'm gonna go on a rant about how, so you know how whenever kids, or not kids, like seniors, they sometimes get like kid backpacks to reminiscent like how they were when they were a kid. So whenever I was younger, I was a Mario fiend. I played every Mario game that I could. I loved Mario so much. I have every stuffed animal. I have pictures on my wall of Mario, not Mario himself, but like the Super Mario franchise as a whole. I love Smash Bros. That's not Mario game, but favorite game of all time. I don't know actually, but I just love the Mario games. I love 2D Mario games especially. I love those a lot. So you would think that my backpack would be Mario themed, and I considered it, but it was either between that and a Spider-Man backpack. And I just hit the mic, but either that or a Spider-Man backpack. I've literally like never played Spider-Man, watched Spider-Man ever until I was in 8th grade. So how can I sit here and say that I am gonna get a Spider-Man backpack? I mean, you don't have to get a backpack depending on. It's just really whatever you. I mean, no one cares. let's look at it like realistically. Nobody cares. But more people know me as quote unquote Spider-Man. I don't know why they call me Spider-Man. I just think it was because I was fast. Like in like 6th grade, I like ended up becoming like the fastest person in school at a little bit of time. I don't even know what happened. Like I just like, so what I remember. People will say different things, but what I remember is it was a day where we went outside, and you had to stay active. So either you were walking around this field, or you were in the middle like racing or whatever, like sprints or whatever. I don't understand why that was the options, but those were the options. And at the time, I was like a little sissy. I'm gonna just be straight up. I was a sissy. Like I would never ever have went to run if I don't remember why I ran. I think maybe it was just because I wanted to. But I remember like the fastest kids at the time. There was these 2 people, I think, that were like considered the fastest kids at the time. And I stepped up to the line and I smoked them. I wouldn't say smoked because I don't remember. So it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, smoked him so hard. But I just went out there and completely destroyed them. This was in 6th grade. I was in blue jeans, according to some people. I don't remember that. And that's crazy to me. But so, and then like I'm not gonna say I'm athletic because like I don't want to be like, what's the word when you're like you're trying to say something good about yourself, but I don't know. I just don't want to act like I'm this amazing person, but I'm just gonna say like I have decent agility. I can jump decently high, or at the time I could touch rim. I mean, that's not like most like I don't quote me. I mean, that's not like the most impressive thing ever, but like at the time it kind of was. I was just considered like to be one of the more athletic people. I didn't play football. I mean, I tried out for football, but I was too much of a wuss to try actually do it. I mean, like, that's just how it goes. Looking back at it, I really wish I would have done football. Like, I really, really wish I would have done football. But, I mean, I spent my years doing basketball. But I honestly want to save that for another video, a different commentary video. So, I don't know how long it's been in this video, but I do think it is getting towards the end of the video. We got all of this by now. I mean, this might be the lowest it goes. We'll see. But I might, if I want to, I'll carve it down in the future. But that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video, guys. I'm sorry if this is not what you want. I may not even consider this an actual time world video. I might do like 9.1. I think we're on like episode 9, so I might do like 9 and then do like 9.1, 9.2, and then you know how like snapshots work whenever they go like 26.2 to snapshot 4. You know, I mean, I could do like episode 9.1, 2, and then just skip to 10 whenever I'm ready for like the big video. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I have a lot of stories to tell, so I can continue doing smaller videos like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, I keep saying that. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.